He's been a state representative in Texas, the agriculture commissioner in Texas, lieutenant governor, the governor of Texas. But I'll always think of Rick Perry first and foremost as a proud Texan, an Aggie, an Eagle Scout, a husband, an Air Force veteran, a father, and a grandfather. But for me personally, I always remember the governor as a friend, a loyal friend who would help those who need it, whether it was a veteran suffering after battle who needed a home, which the governor and his lovely bride Anita would welcome them into their home, or whether it was praying for me when I had cancer as a staffer for him. Governor Perry literally called me from a presidential debate to check on me while I was going through chemotherapy, and he stood with me and my family through it all. He's above all a good and decent man. There are few people in this world who cause you to want to charge the hill behind him, and you know it'll be for fighting a just cause, but Governor Perry is one of those people.
He will be rightfully lauded for a life well given to public service. In every stage of his life, Rick Perry sought to do the best for Texas and for the people of this nation. I, for one, am grateful for having served under Governor Perry in the State House for 4 years and with Secretary Perry in the Department of Energy. The great state of Texas and our nation are better for his service. As Rick Perry moves away from public life, his leadership will be missed, but the legacy he leaves behind will endure.
Mr. Speaker, it's an honor and a privilege to rise today in honor of Energy Secretary Rick Perry, a devoted statesman, a proud Texan, and a longtime friend of mine. In his early years, Governor Perry became an Eagle Scout and was taught what a strong work ethic looked like, and has practiced it in every office he has held since, and those are numerous. Rick Perry has dedicated his life to the service of his state and this country while living as a devoted man to God and to his family. I have the utmost respect for Governor Perry and for what he has accomplished and the way in which he has done so. May God bless him, his beautiful wife Anita, and the rest of his family.
Over 2 decades ago, I served under then Governor Perry as his Secretary of State, where we worked to create a better Texas. Rick's principled and sharp leadership have been a great asset to our nation while serving as the United States Secretary of Energy, paving the way for greater economic growth and energy independence. Who better to serve as Energy Secretary than the former governor of the leading energy state in our country?
I'm happy to come to the floor tonight to reflect on a great Texan and great American, Secretary Rick Perry. I certainly want to wish the departing Secretary and his wife Anita the very best for their family as they embark on this new journey. Thank you, Rick, for many years of dedicated service to our state and our country. As the song says, God bless you, Texas.
I got to know Governor Perry when he was agriculture commissioner. I just graduated from high school, spent a gap year, spent some time in Austin, and had the privilege of working for him as an intern in his intergovernmental affairs department. And there I learned that to craft good policy, it takes time and effort and focus and hard work. We are so grateful for Governor Perry's service. We are so grateful that Anita would lend him to us and the service that he has given to our state and to our nation. We are all truly grateful for him. And partner, we'll see you over the next ridge.
Our longest serving governor, 14 years in Austin, Texas. On his watch, great things happen in our state that are the models for America and the world. He got true medical liability tax reform passed in Texas that has changed our provision of health care for our citizens because doctors were fleeing our states because of unjustified lawsuits. They came back in droves when this bill was passed and became a amendment to our Constitution, all because of Rick Perry's leadership. He changed our energy market to actually a market with competition, driving prices down and giving people the cheapest, most reliable energy in America. He had Texas squared away. So when America went into recession in 2007, our state, one state, created half the private sector jobs in America over 2007 and 2008. and 8. Rick, Anita, thank you to your service to America and the great state of Texas. You will never, ever be forgotten.
It's, I think, pretty telling that every Texan who's taken the mic to pay tribute to our friend Rick Perry has spoken with the fondness of a deep friendship. And I think that's a tribute to Secretary Perry. He was a man that could connect with just about anybody, not because he had the special political gift, it's because he had genuine love for people. And that was his gift. From one small town, West Texas boy, to another, thank you. Thank you for your service. Rick, thank you for the sacrifices that you've made. Thank you for your love for this country, and thank you for your passion for everything good about America. And thank you for putting that on display with the way you operated, the way you led, and just who you are, just who you are.
Governor Perry represents the greatness of this nation. Both his life story and who he is, he embodies the greatness of this country. I wholeheartedly endorse making Washington, D.C. as inconsequential in the lives of Americans as possible, because our country will be ever greater, as the state of Texas has been ever greater under his leadership and since our inception as a state, and leading this country and leading this world. I thank the governor. I thank his lovely wife. I thank his family. I look forward to seeing what he's going to do next.